All right. So I was thinking of like a lot of ways on how to approach this because I don't want to do a bunch of videos on this topic. So this is going to be, I guess, my comprehensive response, coverage, whatever you want to call it, about the Stellar Blade Blood Rain thing. And I promise this will be the last time I talk about this shit, no matter what. But first, let me get to what the controversy is, right? Because I don't really think it's an actual controversy. I think people are being extremely disingenuous though. But here it is. The Stellar Blade trailer for Blood Rain, which is the new game, which I did a video on. And in that video, I even briefly mentioned the fact that, hey, it's not missed upon me that this character does look a little bit young. Does look young. I think that is safe to say the character does look young. And a lot of people on the internet were like, hey, kind of fucking weird that the character looks so young, especially when you compare it to the previous main character.
Bro, are we looking at Stellar Blade 2? It really looks like it.
I'm listening.
The Scarlet Sin.
Looks like a baby.
That's the beginning and end of it all. How about you try taking a hit?
You're acting a little strange today.
Why does she look 12 and talk like she's 30?
Aren't you a little excited?
Play as her?
How's it looking out there?
I can't stand crowds.
No, we would give her a little child's face. It's like, that's weird. I don't
You're
like
acting
that.
a little strange today.
Wait, why does it sound like an adult?
It's our
I mean,
first
it's like an
mission in a
8-year-old.
while. Aren't you a little
Stellar Blade.
excited? Ready, Angel.
Roger, Cameron.
The
Tracking.
voice doesn't fit.
How's it looking out there?
I can't stand
I don't know how to properly say
Be
this,
better
but
for both of us if we
did they make her face look more childlike?
This is someone
Always
different.
where things go
This is
wrong.
not her. But I will say, I don't like how young this MC is after how sexualized she was in the first game. I'm just going to say that up front.
Yeah,
Like, that's weird.
That's kind of what that's what I'm getting at.
I don't want to hear, okay, 4chan, Kotaku in action, shut the fuck up. You got your game. It's right here. Shut the fuck up. Stop looking for things to be mad about. Play your titty game and be happy for once.
Now, the CEO for Shift Up has admitted that they went for a younger look and a smaller look because they were going for close quarter combat. So they felt like having a smaller character would be more like powerful or whatever, right? And now I said that, okay, so if they were going to say they intentionally went for a younger character, they mean younger than their previous character. That's what the logic would hold, right? So I don't think it's insane for people to be like, this character looks pretty young. And now I'm seeing a lot of people, a lot, like an insane amount of people trying to make this into this woke, anti-woke, left-right culture war thing, which is fucking stupid. It is just people expressing their either interest or disinterest in the character design. That's it. I did a whole video on this and I was very positive about Shift Up new direction. I think this game is shaping up to be even better than the original Stellar Blade, which I had played. But I don't think it's insane for people to look at that and go, that character looks a bit young. And people are highlighting this particular frame because this was in the trailer. And it's like, huh. Now, I think the character doesn't look kind of consistent from shot to shot. And there have been rumors that they've been using generative AI, and who knows to what level they've been incorporating that in their visuals, right? But to me, that is as far as it goes. It's just, yeah, the character looks a bit young. Am I still going to play this game? Yeah. There's obvious references to like Ghost in the Shell and Battle Angel Alita, and they're probably leaning more towards the Alita angle. I don't have a problem with that, but I can also recognize that the character looks really young. But I don't play these games to jerk off, so I'm fine. A lot of you guys apparently are in trouble though, because now we're shifting to where people are talking about, oh, well, there are petite women. You guys are, I've got comments, people saying like, I don't understand, like there's Korean women who look young. Bitch, I am black. You don't think I've seen black people who look like they're 20 and they're 50 years old? People have seen this. People have seen Korean people. We have literally played Stellar Blade. We know there are people who are petite, right? But there is a stark difference between someone who is just small and someone who looks like a child. And that's when we start to get to this disingenuous market where there are a ton of people online trying to act as if, oh, you guys just think any small woman can't be attractive or be sexy or this and that. And it's like, no, you're trying to insert yourself into this to get some sort of clout or attention. And I don't know why you want to do this. It's giving 36-year-old who thinks she's a 17-year-old model. Like, you're not good. You don't look 11 years old, right? Especially because in a video game, you can smooth out people's faces, which naturally makes them look younger. And too smooth, you get that kind of uncanny valley thing. But you can smooth people's features out in games. There is an intention in game design. I can make a character who is 20 look 50 in a game because I want their characters to look weathered and older. I can have someone, for example, not wear makeup and use that as part of the art direction of my game. But I think these people trying to be like, well, you're just saying that they're this and this and that is, it's disingenuous. And I also want to say that I don't think you're a pedophile if you like petite women. That's also stupid. But it's even dumber to act as if there is no cause for people to be like, it's suspicious how hard you guys are defending this, especially when you're seeing people online who are like, oh, you must like this, you must like that. And they're showing Elliot Page and they're showing a fictional fat black woman. Look at how you're defending this. You're using generative AI in order to be like, well, okay, you don't like this girl because you like these kinds of women. And then the women you are showing are objectively adults. But there's no confusion. There is no discrepancy. They are fully adults. There's no ambiguity there. And you don't even understand how that undermines your point. Because why not just show like a big woman who's also looks petite, or sorry, like looks young? Why not show a black woman who looks young? Why not show someone who looks young? Why is it that you go, oh, you guys must like this, and you show adults? There are people who are even comparing God of War Lofe to this and saying, oh, you guys can't handle this because you want this. And it's like, people are telling you this person looks like a child, and your counter is, oh, well, you must like this clearly middle-aged woman. Yes. If I had to choose between a person who might make me end up meeting Chris Hansen or a clear adult woman, I'm going for the clear adult woman. It's like, it's insane to me. And again, it's not just like, oh, the wokies are confused by this. Your Roach King also isn't a fan of this.
And I never said this about the first game. And so if y'all got me, the thing is that if they don't change this, look, let me get it all the way out there, right? I'm going to play this game. I don't think that this is inside of the danger zone. This is not a pedo game. This isn't a game that, weird freaks play, because they want to sexualize a child, right? But I just think the character looks a little bit too young for my taste, and I wish that she had a more adult-looking face. Like, god damn, if that bothers you, too bad. Too fucking bad. That's what I think. That's what I fucking think.
And I can't believe I'm saying this, but I agree with him on this particular topic. I agree with this guy. I do think this character does look a bit young, and I also am still going to play the game. I can still critique it, and that's something that I want to really get into in this video. There has been this insane, just overwhelming controversy about any woman in a video game, and you are seeing the hypocrisy at play. I did a little troll video to highlight that, but I'll go over more depth here. Why is it you guys are fighting tooth and nail to be like, no, this is just how some women look in Korea. This is just how there's some petite women out there. Why can't we have petite representation? Why can't we have this? Why we can't have that? And then the second it's not a specific phenotype, you guys lose all nuance. Oh, they just make Faye ugly. I'm seeing people saying they intentionally made Haley Atwell's character in the new Fable trailer. She was revealed to be Isabel, who's clearly the bad guy. But they revealed her in the trailer, and I'm seeing people say they are intentionally making her ugly. It's intentionally making her ugly. So why is it that the Western developers all get they're making these characters intentionally ugly, but the Eastern developers don't get they're making these characters look intentionally like children? Why is it that you can understand there's different populations and people look differently when they're Asian, But if they're non-Asian, it's all because they just want to make women look ugly. Like, why do you not understand that? Because the face model that people keep showing, like, this is a 30-year-old, this is a 30-year-old. Yes, she looks like an adult in real life, but in the game, she does not. That is where the discrepancy lies. You guys pretend to not see that shit, but then they'll show you a picture of Deborah Ann Wool, and they'll show you what she has in God of War Law Faye, and you guys, they made her ugly, when it's a goddamn 1-to-1. Haley Atwell looks like Haley Atwell. You can recognize it as Haley Atwell. If you couldn't, then you'd be like, damn, did a bad job. But you can. But you guys are so keyed into specific markers to be like, this is attractive. And if we're being really honest, you guys only have this kind of smoke when it's for non-Asian female characters. You're always happy with how you look, but anytime it's a Western character, even if it's like a Lara Croft type, you guys fucking complain. You're never satisfied. And that's what people keep trying to tell you guys. Your attractions are not universal, but you act as if everyone is out to get you. Every female character that exists that's not from an Eastern company, you act like they are intentionally saying, I want to piss off this particular person, so we're going to have this game design. And there's a ton of fat phobia and racism interlinked here, because every goddamn photo, anytime they AI generate anything, it's always a fat black woman, because they think that's the most unattractive person there can be. Hence, the wokies would love this, because wokies hate unattractive women, which is fucking stupid. Like, if you're going to give me a fucking 5-course meal and then give me fucking bones on a plate and tell me the bones are always going to be better, I think you're a dumbass player. I think past the controller, you can't handle all that. The game's too hard for you. Now, me, I can play any of these games. Like I said, I played Stellar Blade. I played Nier Automata. I have played Bayonetta. I have played all the games that have the sexy hot women. And I played games that you guys consider woke, like Last of Us and Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. The woke games, right? Because my enjoyment of a game does not get distilled to, can I jerk off to this character? And no matter what the fuck you guys say, all of your complaints are literally about how a female character looks. How you will play the game because she's hot, or you will not play the entire game because she's not hot. Going back to God of War, suddenly now everyone's saying God of War sucked, Ragnarok sucked, God of War 2018 sucked, the combat was terrible, the story was awful, it was shit, it was this, it was that. When none of you motherfuckers were saying that then. But now, because there's going to be a woman in the next God of War game, a woman you don't find attractive, that's the focal point. They are showing you awesome combat. They are going closer to the original combat style of having more aerial moves than the previous 2 iterations. And you guys are like, oh, the combat hasn't changed. It's the same thing. No, it's fucking not. You're obviously lying, but you're trying to justify that. But in reality, you only give a shit because you don't think she looks hot. Because all the changes I've seen people make, it's let's use AI to make her look pretty. Oh, so that fixes the game for you. That makes the game playable. If a woman is hot, you can play the game. It's like, it's so tied to your insecurities, dog. Like, you guys are so fucking weird with this shit that you make everything a cultural war. You don't want to play the game because you don't find the character attractive, fine. But you guys keep trying to make it seem like, no, we want to make these characters impossible to make. No one should ever make these characters. Ironically, Asmongold also says that too, how he wants to make it toxic for everybody and this, and the third.
See, he's so afraid to say this. Here's the reality, and you know it. You know that they keep replacing characters that are white and male with characters that are non-white and non-male. And the reason why is they want to push a social agenda. That's the reason why they want to do it. It's not because the character was too boring. It's not because people weren't interested in it. It's because they're pushing it for a social agenda. That's the same reason why you see a lot of gay and trans stuff in video games. Nobody's asking for that, but they still keep getting it. Do you think that any person actually wants to play like a character that looks this way? I don't think that they really do. I don't. I think guys have no problem playing female characters, but she's got to be really hot. I feel so bad for her actress, because the actress is like way more attractive than the way that she's portrayed in the game. And so it's just another example of an actress who effectively is having their their likeness deformed in order to make it more acceptable for the hags and foids that are working in this company. And we will make the discourse so unpleasant, so uncomfortable, so problematic, and so toxic that there will be an environment where people are afraid to do this. That's the goal. We are trying to do that. We are trying to make it as toxic as possible. It's working very well.
Why is there a gay person in this game? There's gay Koreans. There's black people in Korea. There's black people all over the place. There's queer people all over the place. But that's the problem you have. Because you're so fucking narrow-minded. You have one viewpoint. There's one beauty standard you adhere to, and there's one demographic you always want represented no matter what. And you cannot handle anything different. You literally can't even handle people just saying they don't fuck with the character design. People aren't even asking to boycott the game. But you guys, you anti-woke fucking losers, always want someone's games to be boycotted. You always want someone to be fired. You want the environment to be toxic because they made a game character that you don't find attractive. And you sit here and act as if you guys are the fucking arbiters of the gaming culture, and you're not. Like, god damn. Stellar Blade Blood Rain looks actually really fucking cool. I'm actually looking forward to it way more than I did the first game. But I can also admit, yeah, this shit looks kind of young. The fucking CEO admitted it. Like, this is giving me flashbacks when we were talking about how they did not censor these costumes. And then the CEO was like, yeah, we didn't censor anything. Sony didn't make us censor anything. We just decided to change the outfit because we prefer a certain aesthetic. And then the same people who were championing the game were trying to bet, we got to free Stellar Blade and this, and that. Free it from what? People made observation. The CEO both times has confirmed, yeah, that's what we did, actually. He doesn't see a problem with it. He's like, yeah, we did that. We did, in fact, make her look younger. We intentionally did that. And people are losing their minds at people who noticed that. Like, what sense does that make? Like, holy shit. And you guys are like, oh, well, they're calling us names and this and this and that. You guys call people names all the fucking time for less. Fucking relax, dog. You're still going to get your game. But now what's going to happen is anytime there's footage that comes out from God of War, low effects, going to be, oh my God, look at this woke shit. You guys can't handle anything you put out, just so you know. You guys throw unfounded criticism after criticism after criticism all day, every day, because the game has a physical type you don't like, or a demographics being appealed to that doesn't belong to you and you don't like it. But anytime someone has even a tiny bit of criticism, you guys are like, oh, well, this is why I moved to the right and now I'm alt-right and yada, yada, yada. Shut the fuck up. If you cannot handle it, then shut the fuck up.